Hello everyone and welcome to our ZenTek Revu Tools Bill of Materials toolset for manufacturers. Today I'm going to show you how you can utilize our free profile and toolset to help you create a bill of materials for your manufacturing needs. As you can see, I have this toolset loaded and we have a bunch of different subcategories of tools here. I have raw materials, assemblies, sub-assemblies, components, hardware and fasteners, tools and equipment, consumables, packaging materials, and even bill of material legends that can show us a visual representation of all of our counts that we need when we're doing a bill of material. As you can see below, we also have a custom markups list with a whole slew of data that we can output from Bluebeam when we're doing our bill of material. So let me just show you how this works. If I can direct your attention to the raw materials here, you can see that we have a bunch of different items in various tool type. So we have count objects. We also have linear measurement tools and area tools. So I have those set up for metals, plastics, wood, composites, chemicals. We even have custom products here for every single one of these toolkits. So if something doesn't apply to you, you can always use the custom options. Now take, for example, our metals. If I were to just drop a count object here, you can see now in our markups list that I'm getting a 4 count of our metals. And then underneath in our markups list, you can just manually enter any of the data that you might need. So the first thing we have is our product ID, right? Maybe you have a part number that applies to these metals here. So I'm just going to type in a random part number. Description, any description that you might need. Okay. Under here we have material type and a drop down. So for each type of material, we have various different material types. For metals, we have steel, aluminum, copper, iron, stainless steel, brass. So maybe this is steel metals. And you can also just double click and customize any type of material type that might not be in there. You can also put your supplier, Acme Products. We also have a drop down here for our phase. Is it in transit? Has it been received? Is it in inspection or in storage? We can have a unit of measurement. This is another drop down option. Pieces, units, boxes, packs, batches, whatever it might be. And you can also customize this. So maybe this one's just unit. And then we have unit price. So for each one of our steel counts here, I can put in a price. Maybe it's $150. And it's calculating across our count. So now we have a total cost of $600. Further along our markups list, we have lead time, right? Defaults at 30 days, but we can change this. Maybe it's 45 days. We can also update the order status. Right? Is it in transit? Has it been confirmed? Is it pending? Is it canceled? Is it back ordered? Delivery date. I can just double click here and then change the date knowing when it's going to be delivered. And then finally at the end you have just a notes column where you can customize and put any notes you might see for your product status. So moving along here, if I'm in my raw materials section, you also see that we do have again, linear measurement tools. So if I were to take my plastics and just select our linear measurement, I can then get a measurement along various scales and walls, wherever I might need to get a full measurement here. So instead of a count, I'm now getting 8.5 feet of plastic. Now, same thing here. If I were to get chemicals, I can get that, or wood, utilizing our area tool to get square footage. Below that, we also have assemblies. And in our assemblies toolkit, we've included dynamic symbols along with count objects. So if I were to take electrical panels or wall assemblies, window assemblies, door assemblies, or a custom assembly, I can do basic counts of these items just by dropping them along. But not only that, I have dynamic symbols. So if I were to drop an electrical panel in here, Now you can see I have this set up and linked directly to a panel and feeder schedule. Or if I were to drop a wall assembly, a standard symbol, you can see we have a link set up here, and it brings me directly to a cut sheet for my wall assembly. And then beneath that, we have various types of count objects for our subassemblies, our components, hardware and fasteners, bolts, nuts, nails, anchors, hinges, tools and equipment, jigsaws, panel saws, nail guns, custom equipment, all different types of consumables. We even have packaging material counts for boxes and bubble wrap and strapping and plastic wrap. We also included custom packaging tools that are both based upon area for packaging as well as volume for packaging. And then finally, we do have our bill of material legends for both single page and multi-page counts and measurements. So if I were to take this and just drop it on my screen, now you can see I get a visual representation of all of the items that I do have making up my bill of materials. So now it's giving me my items, my measurements, and if I were to fill in my product IDs, my phases and supplier and order status, it's all going to come through on our PDF through the legends. And once again, this is an entirely free tool set. So you can use it to do your bill of materials, or we can customize this to fit your workflow and your product needs. We can include all the data that you might need into your entire product line and build it within Bluebeam, so you can just one click and done and have everything down below here in your markups list ready for output from Bluebeam. If you are interested in customizing your own product line utilizing this type of bill of material toolset, please check out our website at ZenTekConsultants.net and reach out to us and we'll be happy to talk.